Shalom, shalom. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahak, Kwadash, up amongst the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, salutations, and blessings to the elect, pushing the word across the four corners of earth, risking your life to do so. And I was just going through Twitter because you got a lot of reports of missiles hitting Dimona and over in other parts of Israel. They're saying they got through the Iron Dome. But I was looking for the footage of Dimona, and they didn't have any footage. They had some recycled footage from another bombing. And this tweet had popped up. It says safest place on earth during World War III. And Fiji, Tuvalu, Chile, which Chile is like right there on the mountain range. So I guess they're assuming that the mountains will kind of block the certain amount of destruction. Right, Indonesia, more islands. Iceland, which Iceland is right there under Greenland, kind of in the middle of the ocean. Right, Argentina, which that's kind of over by Chile, South America. Bhutan, I think that's over in Asia, if I'm not mistaken. Switzerland, Switzerland, is another mountain region. You got the Swiss mountains. Antarctica, South Africa, Greenland. Okay, yeah, Bhutan is a landlocked country in the eastern Himalayas, but bordered by India and China. And Argentina, okay, yep, it borders the Andes Mountains as well. And I had a couple of scriptures because that's basically all bullshit. And this is why the scriptures say they should seek me early. They're going to want to know this word because people are going to want to know where to run, where to hide. Oh my God, we're about to go to, the missiles are coming. All of that. But wherever the elect is, that's where the scriptures say where the body is, so is the eagles. All right, basically, wherever the elect is, the angels are going to be there. And that's here in the primary place of deliverance in Babylon. All right, all the way around the world as well, because you have the elect around the world. But we know for sure Babylon is going to be destroyed. And the only way out is up. All right, I had a couple of scriptures on that. Going to these countries is not going to guarantee you any safety from a missile. A missile can hit you from anywhere. All right, hey, we're not also going to get to that, but we're not advocating to return to Israel, right? To try to cheat, might as well go here. Israel is going to be destroyed, and this is why you have to have prophecy correct. This is why you have to be correct with the scriptures. All right, Ezekiel 38:39 tell you. It talks about it. The birds. The Lord set up a feast for the birds. Now, in that particular chapter, it talks about that. That's talking about when Israel is destroyed. And there's so many dead bodies, it says they will have continual employment. Now, Jeremiah 25:32. Matter of fact, 31. 30. Therefore prophesy thou against them all these words, and say unto them, the Lord shall roar from on high, and utter his voice from his holy habitation. He shall mightily roar unto his habitation. He's a lion. He shall give a shout as they that tread the grapes against all the inhabitants of the earth. A noise shall come even to the ends of the earth, for the Lord hath a controversy with the nations. He will plead with all flesh. He will give them that are wicked to the sword, saith the Lord. The wicked is going to be given to the sword wherever they're at. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, behold, evil shall go forth from nation to nation, and a great whirlwind shall be raised up from the coasts of the earth, right? Nation to nation. And the slain of the Lord shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, neither gathered nor buried. They shall be dung upon the ground. And you're going to have people getting hit by missiles. You're going to have chariots around, them getting beamed. All right. Angels of the Lord. Destruction is going to be from one end of the earth to the other. And there's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to hide. Now, do I know the exact points? I don't. But like I said, we know certain ones. The scriptures tell you, shit, the U.S., Israel, and Russia. It gives those three. And then, you know, we know it's also going to be other places that get hit. This is going to be the end of Esau's rulership, man. The feet of the bear. All right. There's some more. Isaiah 24. In verse 16, it tells you, from the uttermost part of the earth have we heard songs. All right, but to the point, verse 18, and it shall come to pass that he who fleeth from the noise of the fear shall fall into the pit, and he that cometh up out of the midst of the pit shall be taken in the snare. For the windows from on heaven are open, and the foundations of the earth do shake. Right, I'm gonna get that other scripture. It tells you these missiles are gonna go through the windows. It's talking about the heavens. All right, it says the earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly. So this is gonna shake the entire world. This is literally gonna shake the world. All right, boom, 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 boom. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. All right, so this current age is going to be over with. It's going to be confusion, and 2 Esdras 5 is going to happen. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth. So these kings, all these top men, they're gonna be punished. Now some of them are gonna hide. They're gonna duck off in all these different locations and all their bunkers in New Zealand or whatever the fuck they are. But that's where the scriptures come in again. No, they dig into hell, or they go into heaven. So you're gonna have people up in the upper atmosphere trying to hide. All right, underwater. They have underwater bases. It's been confirmed. And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison, and after many days shall they be visited. Yeah. All right, so we're going to ground them up. They're going to be shut up and then visit them. They get dibs on you. I got dibs on this person. And that's why, man, when you come to serve the Lord, you understand all these things, because you've had men do this before. Brothers was telling me about this guy who used to be in the camp, and basically he fled over to West Africa somewhere. They seen him in a video. He in West Africa somewhere. All right, which, tried to get slick is Jacob. But again, shit, your judgment is going to follow you. All right, shit, the Lord sent Jonah. He said, go prophesy to Nineveh. Jonah got on that boat. That boat started getting fucked up. They said, hold up, man, something ain't right. Somebody on this boat ain't right, man. And and the lot fell on him. He gotta go. And the Lord put him right back where he started at. You can't run. Right? Sirach 2:1, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare your soul for temptation. See, that's a temptation too. Because you know this place is going to be destroyed. It's like, well, shit, let me, the passport bros, let me get the fuck out now. But the Lord didn't set us up to do that. Right? It's not time for that. And really, man, now is not the time to be really on the you know, the global trek. All right, because you see all this shit going on with Iran and shit, and I'm going to my class I'm taking, and you got these Arabs in here. I'm looking like, how we at war with these people and y'all still let the, you know, basically they stopped all flights going to and from, you know, all these locations. All right, then Trump has already put certain banned flights from other, what he calls hostile countries. All right, because when you got missiles and shit flying, you can't have air traffic. Now, that's why the scriptures say a lot of these people, they're gonna flee back to their own country. They'll be like, oh shit, it's about to go down. This is my chance to return home, and fuck that, we out of here. I'm gone. Because they're gonna be trapped in America. Right? At the mercy of America. They already know how it's gonna go. The party's over. Verse 2, set your heart aright and constantly endure and make not haste in the time of trouble. All right, so we're not jumping up because it's only one way we're going to get out of here. All right, it's only one way we're going to get out of here. And that's up. Let me see. I had it pulled up, Jeremiah 16. Okay. App deleted it. That's all right. Yep, Jeremiah 16. And this gives the location. As much as I want to leave out this bitch, man, I would be if that was what it was, I'd be the first one to go. Jeremiah 16. And yeah, that's why you Israelites, man, you have to go according to the scriptures, and it has to be the right doctrine. Because you had a lot of Israelites who went over to Dimona, you know, and they got that on YouTube, and they had Stevie Wonder performing, and we returned. It wasn't time to return yet. All right, Jeremiah 16 and 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, said the Lord, that it shall not be said, the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands where he had driven them. Right, so here in North America, and all the lands worldwide. And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. So the Lord is going to bring us into their land. All right, it's not time to run up and jump. Now, you can't jump over the Lord. He's gonna make his move when he makes his move, and then shall we see his land, as it says in what's that, second Esdras. They shall see my salvation and see my land. Now, getting our land back, that's part of salvation. But until then, it's a place for the heathen to receive judgment. All right. Then, verse 16, what we read earlier. I will send for many fishers, said the Lord, and they shall fish them. And afterward I sent for many hunters, and they shall hunt them. Yeah. Then we're going to round them up, and they're going to be put in prison, and all that stuff is going to happen. You know, so it's an order of events, which the chip has to come, and then, you know, kind of synonymously World War III. And all that stuff, and then everything happens. Salvation doesn't come though until World War III, so that C-hip has to hit first. All right, yeah, Isaiah 59:19. So should they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and His glory from the rising sun. That's the east, from the west to the east. Right now we're in the west. I'm in the west. There's many brothers in the west, there's many brothers in the east. And his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against them. All right? And we're all waiting on the Lord, man. And when you look up a standard, it's nawas, to flee, to escape, to take flight, depart, to fly, to the attack, to drive at, to take flight. All right? To put to flight. Lift up a standard. And you lift that standard up, people fear. So however the Lord is going to have it happen, because we are going to receive spiritual power. We are going to receive certain things on this side. All right, but this is all just a premise of what's to come. All right, so I just saw that tweet, man. I said, man, you gotta stay patient, because people try to, outthink the Lord, outsmart the Lord. But if you're over in that land right now, you should have been gone. If you even can leave. All right, that's why it's good to have spiritual fathers, man. The scriptures say, "Do nothing without wise counsel." So all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Shalom to the elect, and continue to have patience until we endure and we get the fuck out of here. Shalom.